Robin.
Anthony Wiener rules. Anthony Wiener rules the earth.
The Wiener.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Morning.
Did you read The Naked Truth yet in the New York Post?
No.
I think we have to save this for just a few minutes. Let everyone wake up, get their sleepies out of their eyes.
Is this one of the women releasing something?
Oh, yeah, a Jewish broad. A Jewish broad has released her sexting.
A Jew broad
That she had with Anthony Wiener. This woman, she's pretty hot.
This day
The
and
face
age.
shot, anyway. I don't know what the rest of her looks like. Lisa Weiss, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute.
She had a little sexting with Mr. Wiener. By the way, I think once again we should take an hour of phone calls from our listeners saying, once again, you guys were right.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I mean, the rest of the media just going with whatever Anthony Wiener said, and we're like, fuck this guy. This guy's lying.
Tip of the iceberg.
We said it's tip of the iceberg. I tweeted him last week personally and said, I look forward to your apology, your unsincere apology, because it's coming.
And he gave it.
We fucking told you guys exactly how this was going to play out.
Classic.
Exactly.
And, you didn't have to be a genius to figure it out because all you have to do is look at the past.
Right.
Look, this has happened so
just
many
read
times.
it.
Oh,
Don't read it. Don't read it yet.
Right?
Don't read it yet. People are
I was looking at my phone.
People are still waking up. Give them a few more minutes, Jimmy. Oh, boy. We might have to have E-Rock play the part of Lisa Weiss. But
Why is she fat? Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't mean that.
So,
Why?
so because
What time is it?
So because Anthony Wiener ran to a podium, we don't get the cockpick, I'm guessing? Was there some kind of back office deal there or something?
All I can say is I guarantee that pick is turning up.
We're going to see it?
Oh, yeah.
Because they started releasing pictures, and they went with the one with Anthony Wiener turned to the side, looking seductively, I guess, into his fucking phone with his white T-shirt on.
Seductively.
And then an hour later, they released a picture of him fucking without a shirt on.
Yeah, yeah.
And safe to say, we're all about the same age as Anthony Wiener. What the fuck is he doing? He's in good goddamn
Think
shape.
he's a good physical specimen?
Yes. What the fuck?
Well, I guess he's eating right with his 1% body fat.
Yeah, he has. He has no body fat on him.
Yeah.
He says that?
Huh?
You can just tell he doesn't, yeah.
And then that picture is in his office.
It's classic because he's not quite showing all of his face, but he's got pictures of himself and Bill Clinton and shit in the background.
Anthony Wiener is a dummy.
He is the biggest dummy.
First of all, take away the pictures in the background of the bare-chested shot.
Yeah.
He left his big schnoz in the picture.
He left his schnozola hanging like an elephant trunk.
Right, which leaves no doubt that it's Anthony Wiener.
Yes.
Because he's got a big schnozola.
Looks like the record player from the Flintstones. Not a handsome man at
Put that
all.
nose down. We want to hear some fucking tunes.
Yeah, exactly.
The tweeting that was going on yesterday was amazing during the press conference.
Yeah.
I got involved. I got a little overzealous and tweeted a picture of myself from the hotel room.
Why do you always have to make it about yourself?
Well,
It was
Opie,
Anthony Wiener's day, sir.
No.
It was Anthony Wiener's day.
I had to show that some occupations, it does no harm. No matter what you do alone in your hotel room, it doesn't do any harm.
You're in pretty damn good shape, too. That really annoyed me, that photo.
I didn't think you saw it.
How could I not?
I'm sorry.
You look like the construction worker from the Village People.
Well, that's what I was
Gave me the
going for.
creeps.
I put underwear on my head. I had a beer in my hand.
Oh, my God.
And a gun in my waistband.
What's wrong with you?
So, well, I wanted to show that you can get away with it.
Anthony's in shape, though. It really annoys
I
me.
try. You know.
You look like.
Someone said I look like the Iron Sheik.
Thank you. I was going to say you look like an old school wrestler.
Iron Sheik or
Just an old wrestler in general that's still
Colin-
sort of in shape.
as Colin Quinn said, a Tunisian back alley knife fighter.
Tunisian.
Back alley knife
They
fighting.
are
Yeah.
swarthy.
So you had to
Yes.
send that picture during the press conference?
Yes, I sent that one out, and then I don't know. Were you up last night at all? Because
I was up till about 11 maybe.
I had quite the evening.
Yeah.
Of merriment.
I've heard.
With Andrew Breitbart.
Was he on the show last night?
No, he dropped by though, and we all went out.
That's some kind of green screen, man. You guys aren't.
Ooh, no, it wasn't.
Is Gutfeld a fucking drunk?
All I can say, Gutfeld knows how to drink.
He's a drunk, right?
Bill Schultz really knows how to drink.
Really? Bill Schultz more than Greg Gutfeld.
And Andrew Breitbart can fucking drink.
Wow.
He's in that line of work.
Dude.
He's got to be hanging out to get the scoop. Of course he knows how to drink.
Yeah.
What is it, martinis for that guy?
No, it
or
was
straight bourbon or something.
It was wine.
He's a wine guy.
It was wine, yeah. And as a matter of fact, after Gutfeld went, and that was.
Was Ann on last night?
Ann Coulter was on Hannity, but she came down to the bar.
What bar do you Republicans hang out at?
I don't really like saying. I don't want to blow up anybody's spot.
Is it the Poet Place?
It's close.
The Poet Place?
No, not that one.
No?
No.
It looks like it.
No, but there's Ann Coulter, Andrew Breitbart.
Why is Breitbart fucking photobombing your picture with
He was
Ann
totally
Coulter?
photobombing it.
What's wrong with this guy?
There is a very, very amazing picture. It's Ann Coulter with her hand over her mouth, gasping, as someone is showing her a cell phone. That's all I'm going to say.
Who is that guy?
That guy's a reporter for ABC.
He was there too?
Yeah, he was there. He was there with Breitbart.
What a bunch of drunks.
Oh. He was there with Breitbart.
Yes, he was. And there's Ann Coulter's reaction to looking at
Dude, you got to see the cock shot?
I didn't say a thing.
Just fucking give it up.
I'm not saying anything.
Let me just
I'm just saying Ann Coulter
Can we read between the lines?
is shocked at right there at what she said.
Let me just ask this thing. Let me ask this question.
Yeah.
God.
What?
In general, let me just ask this
What?
question. Would you say, if you had to,
Yeah.
6 or under?
If I had to say anything, I would go
Oh, fucking throw your friends under the bus.
Pretty
This
average.
radio show's
Oh,
important.
no.
Pretty average, but that's coming from you.
But
Yeah.
nothing to be embarrassed by, but nothing to be like holy shit over.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Who?
That's a
How
great
about-
picture of Ann.
I know. I got her right when she looked at the phone, and she's got her mouth covered with her hand, and she's just like, and then after that picture, she's laughing her ass off.
Oh my God!
Hey, just let me ask you a curiosity. Do you think that Representative Wiener's in trouble politically?
He is in huge trouble.
Oh, no.
He will not fucking.
He's not going to be
get
the mayor.
through this.
Motherfucker.
He's not going to. He's not.
Because
He's
before this, I kind of liked the guy, and you know,
I like him more now.
He was gonna
Pelosi and crew are throwing his ass
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Mark my fucking words.
I know.
He's done.
Know why he's
Done.
done? He sounded like a sociopath last week because they just did a montage of all the denials he did last week. And if you didn't know better, like we do, he's almost believable in how he lies, which is creepy.
Yeah.
That's a sign of a psycho.
Yeah.
And then he turns it all around yesterday, knowing there's a cockpick and other things. And
Yep.
he ran to that fucking podium hoping he could, stop the release of more photos.
Well,
It's obvious.
Breitbart got up to the podium first, which was
How
it was
weird is that?
It was a movie moment that doesn't really happen in real life, where the guy that is pretty much the arch nemesis
Right.
of the guy that's calling the press conference runs up to the fucking podium and gives a press conference before the guy.
That's amazing.
And he came out and pretty much, lambasted everybody. Said, that he will get an apology from Anthony Wiener.
Right.
Because Wiener and crew were saying that he was lying. He was behind this thing. A lot of his supporters, Wiener supporters, were saying that he was behind this. And he got up there and was like, hey, journalists, do your jobs.
know what kills him is that he sent that picture to the co-ed in Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking her life over.
By the way,
And then he tried to apologize to her at the press conference
was
yesterday.
silly.
By the way, hundreds of communique
Of course.
between that and the girl
Between him
that,
and the college girl?
yeah, and the college girl that he was with. Apparently, he had told her that he had fucked Pink. Yeah.
The singer?
The singer, Pink.
Who, Anthony Wiener did?
Anthony Wiener told this girl that he fucked Pink, tried to fuck Madonna, but couldn't close the deal.
No.
Yes.
You think he's being truthful?
I swear, yeah.
I don't think he's telling the truth,
This is
though.
what I heard. Oh, it could have been the way he just figured out, like, how to like, turn this girl on or something. But this is
You had
what he told
You
her.
obviously had a hell of a night, but I got to ask this before we continue.
Mm-hmm.
You're sober enough to know what you're saying, right?
I really didn't drink as much last night as I have. I'm not,
because your mouth was agape all night with all the shit that was going around.
I was up very late, but
you were
I'm not hungover. Or
You were
anything.
right in the eye of the hurricane of the story.
Dude, right in the middle of it.
Wow.
Right in the middle.
So-
I got video of an interview, a sidewalk interview with Andrew Breitbart about the whole thing with him getting into the press conference. And then I got him.
Do we have that audio?
I got him addressing our situation with homeless Charlie.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And him getting, involved in that and posting it. And I was like, what'd you do?
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about that. And then we sat around. Everybody was gone. It was me and Andrew Breitbart sitting at a table at a bar talking. And then he called me like maybe 15 minutes after he left and was like, could you bring the charger to my charger? I left it on the table to 48th and Broadway. And I had to bring him his charger. He'd leave his phone laying around. He walked away to take a phone call and his iPad is sitting on the goddamn table.
Did you
and it was like, you could punch shit up and just send with his email address pictures anywhere you wanted. We were
He's got my
me and Bill
cockpit.
Schultz were laughing our asses off at that. We're like, let's get his iPad and just start sending people shit.
So is he a fan of the show?
Yes.
Is Breitbart?
Oh yeah.
All right. If people are just tuning in, we got to sort of control this. The Anthony Wiener press conference happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And then Anthony last night was in the eye of the fucking storm, drinking and partying with Breitbart and all the rest of these Republican idiots.
It was crazy. Idiots.
Actually,
these are fine people.
Is Breitbart a Republican?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be, right? He's got to be.
He has quite the disdain for the liberal Democrats.
And if you're just tuning in, Ant tweeted a shitload of pictures. You can go to his Twitter, Anthony Cumia, and there's a picture of Ann Coulter reacting to something she's seeing on a phone.
Something she's seeing on a phone. It was quite shocking to her.
That may
look at
have
the picture.
something to do with the Anthony Wiener
Yeah, it
situation.
could have something to do. All I'm saying is, I know he's done.
Is that guy's real eyebrows, or is that part of his glasses?
He looks like Eugene Levy, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got the big.
That's an ABC news guy.
This Wiener is extremely creepy. And listen, a lot of guys do the sexting. A lot of guys take the pictures. All that shit. It's probably more normal than anyone wants to admit, right?
Yeah.
But there's something about him that is really fucking creepy.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he lied all last week and was almost believable is kind of scary to me. And then yesterday, he's under the gun, and he should have done a 2-minute press conference. He's hanging out for 40 minutes because he likes the limelight, the spotlight, I should say.
Yep.
Which is kind of creepy, too.
He keeps thinking he can fix this. The problem with Wiener is he's intellectually kind of a snob. Mm-hmm. He's continuing to think he can outthink everybody, and he can fix this, and he can undo it, and he cannot. And everybody knows he's lying or was lying, and that's unfixable.
Hey,
I also have a phone number, so at about 7 o'clock we can try to get Breitbart on the phone.
Oh, I'd love to have Breitbart on. Now, we sort of have the exclusive in a way.
A little bit,
because you're not really saying it, but we might have an exclusive.
Anything. I'm not really saying anything, but you could connect the dots.
Safe
I
to
guess.
say, because you didn't tell me, but I'm trying to figure this out. Safe to say, there may be more pictures that are way worse than the bare-chested photo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Safe to say, but that
safe
was
to say that
that was said at the news conference yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but safe to say that these things most likely will see the light of day.
I would say
If you drunks are showing each other on a sidewalk in New York, hey, guess
Look.
what?
Look, I don't know what people were saying, but to tell you the truth, in my personal opinion, based on what I heard,
And I believe you didn't drink much last night, so, bear with me. I'm just trying to make it fun for the show. But you drunks on a sidewalk in the middle of the night are showing each other. You're probably showing fucking strangers at that point.
I
would say that they're going to see the light of day.
I would say these pictures will definitely get out. I can't see any way they wouldn't.
Right.
If,
Do you think, let me ask you, do you think that if there were photos like that existing, do you think Breitbart would sit on them just so Wiener didn't look bad?
Hell no.
I don't think so.
He wants to kill this guy for fucking Wiener trying to throw him under the bus.
I don't think there's any controlling this at this point. I think these pictures will find their way out. And I think especially Pelosi calling for this investigation.
I hate her, but I get this. Do you think she's calling for an ethics committee? Does she almost have to?
Of
She has to.
course.
Yeah, she has to.
Whether you like her or not, that's part of her job. She has to.
It doesn't matter what Wiener wants at this point. It's what the Democrats want, and they want him fucking gone.
Know what sucks? He's kind of a talented politician, a young guy that was getting some things done, and
Whoops.
now he's just completely done because he didn't understand social networking and all that shit. He just didn't understand
This
it.
would have come out. If
lie
this
gets you.
this extent of stuff would have probably come out anyway. If not now, while he was running for mayor. If not now, 6 months from now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was like I brilliantly pointed out on Hannah. I think that what he was worried about was 5 steps down the road. So therefore I said it
Right.
on television.
The lie gets him.
So you heard that he had sex with Pink, or he told another...
Yeah, I heard that he told in messages.
So there are messages that
Yes.
state this.
Yeah, that he told that girl that he had sex with Pink, the singer, and tried to have sex with Madonna, but it didn't work for some reason.
So that makes sense as to why he would send her his hog in that PM, because they had spoken many times.
Yeah.
You don't just send that out randomly.
This was more of a back and forth than he would like people to believe.
But he also knew that, in a way, he's like, why did he lie? The lie gets you. But with this one, he literally would have had to say, I've been having an online affair with this woman.
Yeah.
I've been emotionally cheating, if not physically. And the can of worms was going to be opened anyway. There's no way the press wasn't going to go to her and ask for pictures.
Right.
During the press conference, he said he has not cheated on his wife.
Well,
physically,
he's-
which is bullshit.
He's been known to lie before, so who the hell knows what...
I would have to say that is
what else?
Bullshit.
But there's a lot of messages, a lot of girls, and a lot of pictures.
Hey, the picture, is it... Or is it, or the...
I'm very close up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Does it have a freckle on it?
I'm actually going to... I have a picture of my dick that I like so much. I actually want to ask Breitbart if I can text it to him and see if he'll put it up on... he'll post it somewhere.
Shit.
Wow, so you had a hell of a night.
Oh, that was...
So the red eye thing was just, who cares? That was a throwaway.
Oh, yeah, it was,
Being on TV was a throwaway. It was what happened afterwards.
It was fun. The show was great.
Who you on with?
How do you not have a good time? It was a comic, Jesse...
Jesse Joyce?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
Jesse Joyce is funny, man.
Yeah, he's very good.
I got his number. We should definitely give him a try on the show.
Yeah, he used to write for Geraldo. He's very funny.
Yeah,
dude, man.
he's really funny. And then Lloyd Webber, the girl.
Oh, yeah, indigent.
Indigent. She's English, but she was sick to her stomach with food poisoning.
Aww.
So by like the last couple of segments, she had to actually leave. During the segments, she left to puke and came back.
Oh, wow.
And,
what a trooper.
Yeah.
She was puking?
She was being a trooper.
Probably had watery diarrhea.
No, I think
just
she was
telling you guys
there were
it
a
was
couple of times she kind of went...
Oh, really?
And had to like run out.
What had she eaten? Did she say?
She said it was tuna sushi.
Tuna?
Yeah. And she's
probably going to a bad place.
She got fucking really fucked up. But it was there was so much wiener shit that you can't lose with that. So it was a really good red eye last night. A lot of fun.
I was thinking to myself, like, God, of all the nights I would love to be on either Red Eye or Hannity.
I know, that was just it.
That'd
Like
be a great night.
I walked into the lobby to go up, and Ann Coulter's waiting to go up to Hannity. and she was having trouble at the desk and shit because she's selling her book and stuff. She wants to come on the show too. To,
Yeah, bring her on. We should get her on.
Sell her book and shit. But she was down there, and we were just talking to each other like, "Phew, this is an easy one."
No shit.
But she's like, fuck this guy. I'm trying to sell a goddamn book, and I'm gonna have to deal with this motherfucker.
I could have even done it. This one's like a fucking home run.
It's fucking
man.
easy, man. No
It's what you
brainer.
dream of.
You just pop on and talk about Wiener.
Here's the bullet points really quickly. Wiener admits to everything, says he intended to send pictures as a direct message. That's what got him fucked.
As part of a joke?
Yeah, as part of a joke. That was like, yeah.
He's still lying.
It's a joke, by the way. Could you joke and send me one back?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to joke and jerk off to your pictures.
And the fact that I addressed that on CNN.com in my interview, it's not important.
Nice.
It's
Wow.
not important. Who cares, Jim?
Wow.
It's not about me. Am I done an interview on Skype? Who cares? Big deal. Go to CNN.com and find it. That's up to you people.
No. You don't even have to.
Wait, there's audio? We got to
And
play
video.
We got to play that on the show.
It's okay.
But once he realized it was out there, he deleted it and panicked and told everyone his account was hacked because he was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Refuses to resign, saying he broke no law, but that's
Doesn't matter. Legally, maybe you didn't break any laws, but ethically, his whole lying thing, this whole scandal, the Democrats do not want this.
If he came out right away, see, that's why he doesn't understand social networking and all that. When that first picture hit, he should have known, fuck, I'm done. And then he should have done the press conference and did everything he did yesterday, and then maybe he would have a shot.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe.
Because it's hard for people to, but then again, the stuff would have kept coming out. It's hard with sex shit because if you admit it right off the bat, everyone still wants to know. And the reporters are not going to go, well, he confessed. Then they're going to go, let's get the juicy details.
And do you want to stand up there and say everything?
Yeah, but at least he doesn't have the lies to compare to the truth. You know what I mean?
Do you want to sit there, though, and say, yeah, there's pictures, there's that? What kind of pictures?
He had no choice.
Are there big, juicy cock pictures?
Or average cock pictures.
Or average cock pictures? Are you erect?
He had no choice in the end.
Hysterical.
I heard about that.
Oh, God, that was funny.
What happened?
The guy from Howard Show asking if he was erect.
Oh, yeah.
Were you erect in the pictures? Were you erect?
That was Benji, and you know what? Like I tweeted yesterday, funny is funny.
Hilarious.
Congratulations to Benji.
It was hilarious.
What the fuck?
And I guess he was a fortune teller.
Of course he was fully erect. Dummy. Refuses to resign. Nancy Pelosi calls for an ethics inquiry into Anthony Wiener. This guy's done. Wiener claims he never had sex outside his marriage. Bullshit!
I wonder.
Huh?
No proof of that or anything. But
Yeah, there's no
I
proof.
just wonder, because the guy's lied before, so, got a little choked up about that when he's talking about his wife,
Has had Twitter and Facebook relationships with up to 6 women. This guy will not delete his Twitter because he doesn't want to see those followers go away. What an idiot.
I grew up with 2 shaved balls and a dream to be...
Oh, boy, really?
A dream came true.
United States Representative.
A dream came true.
Where did he come from originally?
Yeah, where is he from originally?
God damn it.
What do you
No idea.
think? He's a local.
Is he New Yorker?
Gotta be. I would
Came
guess
from somewhere
Queens.
with a crane nose.
Idiot. Bare-chested photo.
Toucan Sam face.
Bare-chested photo, but he leaves his big fucking nose in it.
Nazola hanging
I really,
down.
by the way, as it is getting later, I really do think a little acting with young Eric is
Of
in
course.
order.
Oh, wow.
Eric, practice your lines, buddy.
Yeah,
Dialogue,
I think
yes,
you should read.
And who should play Wiener in this one?
I'd love to if I get a chance to talk dirty to Iraq.
Oh.
Can you do a good Jewy Jew?
Yes, I think I can.
Yeah.
I don't know,
heard
but
him
I'm not
talk.
married to the part. If there's somebody better suited for
No,
it,
I
I'm all for that.
I would like to see you as the Jewy Jew. Says some of these relationships dated back 3 years. Says to the best of his knowledge, all the women were adults. You hear that one broad? I think that was.
How old? How do you know?
Oh, no.
I think that was Pizer.
Was it?
Because she's killing him in the paper today.
Yeah.
I think it was Andrea Pizer. Marriage heated for a crotch photo finish. Because in her article, she talks about how young these women could have been.
Yeah.
That woman in the front row. They were young enough to be your goddess.
They were in college.
All right,
What are you
relax.
talking? If you don't know their age, how do you know they were of age?
And with that-
I don't.
With that horrible voice.
By the way, I'm sorry. This will be the second young Democrat that New York has lost because of
Goodbye.
sexual shit. Like,
Yeah.
Spitzer, and I don't care about either one of these guys. But when are we going to stop judging politicians? Who cares? If this guy's even cheating on his wife, who gives a shit?
You know what? I agree with you, but the lying leading up to this is what's killing him.
I agree.
As a politician,
yeah.
when you catch a politician lying, it's over, Johnny.
The lie.
It's over.
The lie is their great excuse.
Did Clinton? I don't remember anymore. Did Clinton lie before he said all that shit?
To a grand jury.
I did not have sex with that woman.
He
got impeached.
He skated, though.
He got impeached, though, didn't he?
He's a powerful motherfucker to this day, though.
He did get impeached. But it's very hard to take a sitting president and throw them out of fucking office. Believe me, if it was any other office and he had done that and lied like that, he'd have been out.
You know what? When he did the Monica Lewinsky thing, there was no Twitter or Facebook. Could you imagine how close we were to seeing a presidential cock?
That's
damn well if he had Twitter or Facebook, he would have sent it somehow.
I was saying that last night, as a matter of fact, on Red Eye on Fox News, that we're living in this age where it's instant. You can fuck your career up politically in an instant.
Although
with Twitter and
Clinton,
Facebook.
Clinton, I think they said sent. I want to say one email while he was president. He did not send emails. Now that could be wrong, but I remember he was not an email guy, and I think part of me thinks he was almost too smart to put it in writing.
Maybe
Clinton was a smart fucking dude.
Writing in jizz on a dress.
That wasn't the brightest move.
Hello,
but he might not have known that was on there. I think Clinton was too smart a dude to fucking do what this idiot did.
Yeah, leave that trail.
Yeah, man, he was not a dumb guy.
I think our sperm is like glitter.
Yeah, it is like stripper glitter.
Stripper glitter.
Once that gets on you,
you hug someone, they have fucking sperm on them. What the fuck? Women were adults to the best of his knowledge. Andrew Breitbart claims to have one photo that he is holding back to save Wiener's family.
Yeah.
Not holding back too well. If half of Times Square saw it last night at 3 a.m.
He's doing a great job of holding it back. I will give him that. He really is.
To save Wiener's family.
Yeah. Save the family.
Radar Online, the Star, has more than 200 Facebook messages between Wiener and a single mother from Texas who was interviewed by ABC. Is that Lisa Weiss? No, she's from Nevada. Jesus. 40-year-old blackjack dealer from Vegas, this is the one that we're going to read in a second, said she had a 9-month sexting relationship with Wiener and claims he used a government phone to have phone sex with her.
Yeah.
He's done.
He's done.
That bastard's in good shape, though. Holy mackerel, does he have no body fat? Body fat. What kind of chest presses are you doing?
He's done. He's so done.
It looks like he's wearing like one of those plastic fucking like Ben-Hur outfits. It doesn't even look like a real man's
like
chest.
Like a breastplate.
Yeah, breastplate.
Spartacus.
All right,
let's do a little bit of play acting.
Oh no, we got to go press conference first.
Okay.
We got the Wiener press conference. We got Breitbart taking over the press conference, and then we got Ant talking to Breitbart about homeless Charlie. So that we could save for a little later.
Yeah,
I actually didn't hear Breitbart take over the press conference.
All right, let's listen.
He walked in. He was actually across the street. And he was supposed to do some kind of interview.
So he came out of nowhere.
It didn't pan out.
So
someone called him and said, by the way, Wiener's giving a press conference right here at the Sheraton across the street.
And the mics are all set up. Why don't you come in?
And he went, all right. So he came by just to check it out. And the press, swooped on him. They put mics in front of his face. And then someone said, why don't you go to the podium?
Wow.
And he's like, all right. He steps right up to Wiener's podium and took over and opened the press conference.
He was the opening act.
I said it was like when Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees.
Yeah.
It was like that big moment where it's like, wow, that's a double bill you never thought you'd see. So it was Breitbart.
Wow.
And he just really, he was funny. It was very natural, too. It wasn't like he was reading something. He was just kind of like, yeah. So this is this.
That's a moment of opportunity that he took. And Breitbart, he broke the Acorn scandal. He's broken a lot of these.
Oh, yeah.
This one, I think, really made him a famous guy, though.
This put him right over the top.
Where Drudge is. Because he'd been feeding Drudge for a long time.
Yep.
Now, Breitbart's becoming pretty huge.
I asked him last night, I said, you are so under the gun with these people. I go, is there anything that they could grab on you? I go, have you done anything over the years that there's pictures of or anything because you know they're going to be looking at every skeleton in your closet.
Sure.
And he goes, not a goddamn thing. Not one thing.
Wow.
Because all I'm thinking is there has to be professional investigators looking into his shit.
Although, I don't know if they, is he really, even if they got him on that.
On a personal level, they want to fuck him over.
Yeah, you're probably
There are some powerful people that want to fuck him over and make him look bad.
Mm-hmm.
And,
well,
apparently he says, there's nothing that they could.
Here's him at the press conference. So obviously he's the guy that broke this whole thing. Yeah. And then Wiener tried to throw him under the bus. So he showed up at Wiener's press conference and took it over.
Fine, how do you do?
Let's get into this.
Do you know how much Wiener must have been backstage panicking when he's like, look, someone came back and said, look, I don't know what happened, but Breitbart's on the mic.
Yeah. And he must have just been like, what? What?
He should have just left. Said, I'm going to reschedule this fucking thing.
That would have looked bad, too.
Wow, he just got fucked.
He just stepped up and fucking took over.
I mean, if he's going to come up here and take some form of culpability here, he was party to a campaign for 72 hours that weekend to allow for the left-wing blogosphere, including the Daily Cost, to accuse me of being the hacker.
Right.
Are there any repercussions for journalism on the left when they falsely claim that I'm the hacker? Marcos Malitzis of the Daily Cost will not apologize. In fact, he admitted that he named the girls, the underage girls, because they had the wrong politics. At what point does Meet the Press say we're no longer going to allow Marcos Malitzis on the air? Why is there no accountability for an entire weekend of false reporting that was based upon what I believe was Congressman Wiener's strategy to blame the messenger?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And he's naming names. He's completely right about the media, at least. Good.
They were looking at him, especially the hard left, were looking at him like, oh, you set up this guy. You're the hacker. Mm-hmm. You're the one that came up with this, fake email account and all this. And it turned out, no. Mm-hmm. Wiener did it all. And Breitbart reported it. And a lot of these news agencies and stuff won't pull back and say, oh, wow, we fucked up.
How many people saw that picture that you haven't said?
I don't know.
That one picture.
What, the one with his bare chest?
Well, the one where Ann Coulter's mouth is agape.
Ann Coulter's mouth is agape? Mm-hmm. That could be any picture.
No, I know.
That could have been the one with the no shirt or the one with the cat. You see the one with the cat? That's a good one.
Oh, him with the two pussies, yeah.
Yeah, the two pussies.
The two what, Jimmy?
Oh. Two pussies. Oh, I have an egg in my mouth. I can't say it. You'll all be wearing an egg hat.
If you said it properly. Here's more Andrew Breitbart.
There might have been a police captain that looked too.
That's what I'm saying.
A couple of firemen. I don't know.
A couple of homeless guys in Times Square.
Whatever.
Fucking Elmo as he's getting out of his costume. Who else saw this fucking thing? Jesus. How about you keep it under your hat?
But
if you have something like that, man, you just show the world. How do you not? Sorry, yes.
There's a photo with two cats, and it's not even a handsome photo. And he goes, Wiener poses with his cats in a photo he called "Me and the Pussies." Oh, he is fucking in deep trouble.
He's done.
He looks like a psychopath in these photos.
Yeah.
These are not sexy
They're not
photos.
sexy. He looks like a lunatic.
Yeah, he's a kook.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart's friend, huh?
Roommate in college, I think, right?
I guess Jon Stewart stopped talking about it.
Nah, they showed a clip on MSNBC this morning. He handled it pretty well.
From last night?
Yeah, he was fucking around with it.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was deeply depressed and then goes, well, now I'm going to turn to this camera over here and talk about something else. It was.
Oh, okay.
He actually handled it pretty well, knowing that it's his friend, you know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
It's got to be a tough position to be in, but.
More Breitbart from the press conference before Wiener talked.
I want to hear the truth. I want to hear the truth from Congressman Wiener. Quite frankly, I'd like an apology for him being complicit in a blame the messenger strategy. That was clear what happened. 72 hours in Palm Springs with your family is excruciating when you are being challenged. Andrew, why aren't you on vacation? Why won't you get off the phone? Because I'm being accused of being the hacker against a congressman. He said nothing. He allowed for that to go. His minions perpetuated that false, malicious meme, and then he went on CNN to attack me. I feel he was complicit.
Yeah, that's where it gets fucking creepy.
That's the whole media is listening to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is almost irrefutable.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great. This is something you almost never see. The moment of vindication. You never see a guy because the media does this shit all the time.
All over, yeah.
And you never see the guy get to stand up there and go, "This guy messed up, this guy messed up, and this guy messed up."
Right.
That's a really lucky thing he got.
It's
to do.
an amazing. I was calling it a movie moment.
Yeah.
You don't see this happen in real life.
Is Breitbart a nice guy?
Yeah, he's a pisser.
Yeah, is he?
He's a fucking pisser.
He seems like he would be.
Yeah. I've done Red Eye with him a bunch of times. This is why I mentioned CNN, because one of the questions they asked me is like, do you like Andrew Breitbart?
Yeah.
They asked me that. I was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, why not?
Fun guy.
I like him.
Give him that.
All right, oh, wow.
I'm not going to be a target.
Pink just gave birth the other day,
Oh, yeah?
according to
I have a big schnoz.
Yeah, exactly.
Cathco from the
Measure its
Jersey Shore.
schnozola.
Did it look like the leader in that Woody Allen movie? Just the nose? Remember the nose was on a plate?
If all the rumors are true, that she better hope that it's not Wiener's baby, because that nose will do damage coming out.
Yes.
It's tough enough delivering the head, and then you got a nose on top of it like that.
That's pretty bad.
Your baby's wearing a dunce hat. Oh, wait. Sorry, it's in front of his face.
Yeah. It's coming out nose first. All right, press conference time. So then, around 4 o'clock yesterday, more or less?
Yeah, about that.
Wiener steps to the microphone. And we said all this was coming last week.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much for being here, and good afternoon. I'd like to take this time to clear up some of the questions that have been raised over the past 10 days or so and take full responsibility for my actions. At the outset, I'd like to make it clear that I have made terrible mistakes that have hurt the people I care about the most, and I'm deeply sorry. I have not been honest with myself, my family, my constituents, my friends, and supporters, and the media. Last Friday night, I tweeted a photograph of myself that I intended to send as a direct message as part of a joke to a woman in Seattle.
Stop.
Shut up.
Stop.
More lies, you
He's
idiot.
still in the middle of all this shit. He's still lying. That was not a joke.
Where's the joke part?
Yeah, what's the joke?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the punchline?
Is he saying two Jews walk into a bar and showing, like, counting himself and his penises too? That there's no joke there.
No joke.
You sent it, fine. But don't act like it was an LOL moment. It wasn't part of a joke. No one laughs while they're jerking off. you never hear that. You're pumping your engorged cock.
Hardy har.
On the government phone. You wiping pre-cum all over your fucking BlackBerry numbers. No one is LOLing.
I think serial killers LOL when they're jerking off over a dead fucking body.
Yeah, but that's not the sexual part. They're just thinking of the last thing the victim said. Like they made them laugh because the victim said something stupid. Like, my shoes are... And then just died.
It's a joke.
To a woman in Seattle. Once I realized I had posted it to Twitter, I panicked. I took it down and said that I had been hacked. I then continued with that story, to stick to that story, which was a hugely regrettable mistake.
Yeah, he's creepy, man.
It's a lie, yeah.
And I'll say it again. This is normal shit that people do, but something about him, it's creepy.
It's creepy.
There's some creepiness going on here. Wiener confirmed. All right, whatever. We could just play it.
To be clear, the picture was of me, and I sent it. I'm deeply sorry for the pain this has caused my wife, Huma, and our family.
What is the emotion about? It's not about his wife. It's about he's thinking, holy shit, my career's over.
I'm done.
Yeah. He's not crying for his wife.
He breaks
There's no
up
way.
every time he mentions his wife.
He's not crying for his relationship. No way.
But I don't think so.
Although
No
in that
fucking
moment,
way.
your wife is the only thing you have, and you realize right at that moment you're publicly humiliating your wife.
And she wasn't by his side.
I was going to say,
It wasn't one of
noticeably
those-
absent.
Wasn't one of those situations where, stand by me and, give me that dumb wife look
Right.
At the side of the podium.
You know at that moment.
She wasn't going to be Silda, just standing there looking like an idiot.
Or McGreevy's wife.
Oh,
Or
God.
McGreevy's wife, right?
Well, he admitted that not only does he like dick, but he enjoys balls almost as much. I am a gay American.
She's like, huh?
This beard with the pussy right next to me. Did you really? What did McGreevy just attack his wife? Do you really think I enjoyed licking that thing? Didn't you notice every time I went below your belly button, I went, like the Lloyd Webber girl?
I'm standing next to this buzzkill.
Yeah. I'm standing next to this cockless monster. Didn't you notice that while I was licking your vagina, I kept yelling, where is it? I'll find it. For Pete's sake.
Jiggling imaginary balls.
Exactly. Didn't you notice that you kept saying, Jim, why are you tickling midair about 4 inches below my vagina lips?
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. Didn't you wonder why I was going hooty-looty-looty with nothing there? You goose.
And my constituents, my friends, supporters, and staff. In addition, over the past few years, I have engaged in several inappropriate conversations conducted over Twitter, Facebook, email, and occasionally on the phone with women I have met online.
Conducted over all means of communication known to man, with the exception of carrier pigeon.
Email, yeah. Email, Facebook, Morse code, smoke signals. World War II field radios.
CB, there really is no way that he didn't jerk off. I love this guy.
Oh, Watson, come quick, I need you. Come quick, get it?
Facebook, email, and occasionally on the phone with women I have met online. I've exchanged messages and photos of an explicit nature with about 6 women over the last 3 years. For the most part, these communications took place before my marriage, though some have sadly took place after. To be clear, I have never met any of these women or had physical relationships at any time.
Do you think he was lowballing the numbers?
I don't know.
I think
I would say he's lowballing.
With him coming up to the podium, and within the first 30 seconds saying that, it was sent as a joke, which is another lie, then I have to doubt all of his testimony at the podium there.
Of course.
I think, everything is
Fuck, what happens to this guy?
a lie.
He gets on TV like Spitzer eventually?
Yeah, they probably put him together. They put him with Spitzer.
Oh, my God.
And you have a little show with a couple of politicians that tripped over their own cocks to
Spitzer is
on their way to
he's
fame and glory.
unwatchable, by the way.
Yeah.
Unfucking
Oh, is it bad?
watchable. Yeah, it is. His delivery just sucks.
And they got rid of the chick.
Yeah, they
thinking
thought
that was the problem.
They thought the chick was the problem, but he just sucks. His delivery's
he's
horrible.
the problem.
He's kind of monotone.
The Wiener Mobile. Yeah, the late night talk guys having a field day with this one.
Yeah.
Roasting Wiener on late night.
Oh, is he done?
He's so done. He's a joke.
I haven't told the truth. And I've done things I deeply regret.
Fake tears.
I brought pain to people I care about the most, and the people who believed in me.
This is the Eatman after our last contract.
And for that, I'm deeply sorry. I apologize to my wife.
Yeah, he sent a picture of a French horn wrapped in a napkin. And he's embarrassed. He has to come out and admit that he has sent photos of French horns to other women. I've bored at least 6 different women. I've bungled at least 6 different contract negotiations. I have inappropriately handled 6 different radio people's contracts in the last couple of years. I want to apologize to everyone who paid me a commission that I should have fucking gone to jail for accepting.
Gonna get me crying now. Thanks, Jimmy.
Shit.
I want to apologize.
Oh, my God.
Officially not Super Agent
funny.
Bob Eatman anymore.
Aw.
No.
We'll call him not so super.
No,
Poor
he's super bug in Europe is what he is. Get this a germ.
Of course there is.
He's a germ.
He's
German
officially
bean sprouts.
He's officially mediocre Agent Bob Eatman
Oh,
at best.
damn.
To my wife and our families, as well as to our friends and supporters. I am deeply ashamed of my terrible judgment and actions. I'd be glad to take any questions that you might have.
Blah, 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 blah.
Dude.
Blah, 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 blah.
Fucking
That's when he should have.
Oswald didn't get questions like that thrown at him when they were leading him from the fucking one office to the other. I've never seen questions fired so fast.
Flying out.
Question, statement, question, statement, question, semicolon, exclamation point, question mark, comma, question mark, statement, question, another vagina, penis, 6, a Seattle girl, tits, breast, wife, Silda, Spencer, Breitbart, breast, you, trouble, lie, resign, leave, Jon Stewart, go home, quick, in trouble.
Now they really did shoot him out, Adam.
Dude, there was no...
Why would you take questions?
but especially in that.
I know. Have
You
a
said
statement
everything
and
you
leave.
need to say.
Statement and leave.
Let them fucking think and try to figure the rest out. You said a lot there.
But
I'm saying he loves the spotlight.
Yeah.
He knew all cameras were on him, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll go with this."
Yeah. What a
That's
dummy.
hilarious, Jimmy.
He yeah, he got a lot of questions fired at him.
What's TMZ saying about a porn star? Wiener told porn star to lie.
Probably Ginger Lynn.
Really?
Offered PR help. TMZ.
I'm guessing Ginger Lynn.
Were you thinking Arbud Dwyer when he walked up to that podium?
I know a lot of people were tweeting that yesterday.
When he looked, he walked up there, and when he reached for the water that he just kept suckling on, I was thinking like, oh God, that looks like an Arbud Dwyer moment.
We should have tried to get her on. You know what? We should have tried to get her on the show. We've had Ginger on before.
We've had Ginger on.
Allegations.
That he tried to ask her to lie, but why is it's
Alligators.
you can't trust anybody, man.
No.
Hey, Seth in Illinois writes, Opie, you got to mention your new video about the crack-smoking yoga instructor with a Benz who can't handle a $60 ticket. That's not important right now. We're talking about Anthony Wiener. You want more of the press conference?
Oh, who wouldn't?
I came here to accept the full responsibility for what I've done.
What was that?
Play it again. The question.
Well, that's the woman with the horrible voice on the front row talking about the age of the women. Now, I want to know if that was Andrea Pizer.
Was she there?
Yeah, she was there.
You realize how young these women are?
She is a nudge.
They could be your daughters.
Gonna send you dick pictures to old women? Stop.
You know what I realized? I can't do the New York accent anymore.
No.
We're fucking born and raised in this area, but did radio elsewhere, and it fucked up our accents.
But that's where women.
I want an old school New York accent today. I can't get it done.
That's where women are fucking idiots. Like, do you realize how young? What kind of a dumb, jealous old lady question is that?
Right.
Stop with that shit. That's every guy wants to fuck younger women. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah. You don't tweet your dick pics to old women.
No
Sorry.
guy is thrilled when you're unless you're younger and you like older women. No 48-year-old guy goes, I can't wait to go home and fuck my 40-year-old wife or my 38-year-old wife.
But 22-year-old.
Here's my cock.
College. Yeah. Here's my cock pic. Here, quick. I can't fucking get it to you quickly enough.
Yeah.
I came here to accept the full responsibility for what I've done.
Shudders.
I am deeply
Shuddering.
regretting what I have done, and I am not resigning. I have made it clear that I accept responsibility for this, and people who draw conclusions about me are free to do so. I've worked for the people of my district for 13 years and in politics for 20 years, and I hope that they see fit to see this in the light that it is, which is a deeply regrettable mistake.
Oh, boy. In no time, you're going to hear, for the good of the party.
So because to prevent further distraction from doing what people were elected to do.
Yes.
Because if Ginger Lynn, everybody wants press with something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For a politician to do this stuff in this day and age, you're so dumb. They all fucking blab.
They all yap.
The beauty of comedians is nobody wants to admit they've talked dirty to us. That's the beauty of us. Nobody gives a shit.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Right. Well, we got to discuss this for a second. There's a new culture where everyone needs to talk.
Yeah, people love having
Everyone
a voice.
has a voice.
It sort of started with Tiger Woods, right?
Before that.
It was before that.
Who started it then?
Started with the advent of all these fucking abilities of people to get their word across in an instant.
But who started
Facebook.
it? Tiger Woods definitely pushed it big time forward where the women decided, I'm going to fucking bab.
I don't think anybody started
babble.
it. Look at
I don't know.
Clinton and Lewinsky. I mean, I don't know if she talked, but Linda Tripp talked.
Well, Linda Tripp talked because she was a jealous broad.
Yeah, big fat pig, but still.
Big fat pig getting in the way of something that had nothing to do with her.
Trying to see if somebody else can come up with a name, but they're saying Bill Clinton and
no, man. Tiger pushed it forward, but
the blabbing girls.
The blabbing
Where
girls.
was the blabbing? I think the quantity of
the
blabbing
girls used to not blab.
was Tiger. Tiger definitely had the quantity
That's what I'm
of
saying.
blabbing girls.
Before that, I mean, you know, we've known that people in the public eye have been doing this forever.
Yeah.
But the blabbing girls, that wasn't something that was out there.
Yeah, they usually kept their mouth shut or no one would pay attention to them, I guess. I don't know. But now, I mean, they run to these girls and these girls can't fucking...
Because they want their fame, too.
Uh-huh.
But this porn star thing fucking puts it over the top.
I'll tell you who it happened with started too. Jessica Hahn was even though she wasn't multiple, she talked. She got
that's a
fame.
long time ago.
That's what I'm saying. Of course,
that was
she got
before
famous
any-
off.
But I'm
any
saying
social
Jennifer
media.
Flowers.
But this has moved forward big time. There were always women that were blabbing here and there, but in general, they kept their mouths shut. But now, none of them are keeping their mouths shut. There's one of these every fucking week, it
They
seems
love
like.
yapping.
Also, part of it is now with social networking, you can connect with so many people so fast.
Yep.
15 years ago, even, you could connect with somebody. I mean, again, Clinton could probably fuck who he wants, whatever he wants, but you still have to be on the phone with them or whatever. You couldn't immediately send out proof that you're guilty. In this one, text, email, picture, text, you're finished. But back then, it's only his word against her word, so it wasn't as easy to get them to talk.
Remember,
they had no proof.
Remember Gary Hart with the monkey business, the boat?
Sure.
And there were pictures of him sitting with a girl sitting on his lap, and you know, that obviously way before pictures could be sent to everybody.
And who was it? That wasn't Jennifer Flowers, was Clinton. That was not Fawn Hall. Was that Fawn Hall?
No, that Fawn Hall, I think,
Oliver
was
North.
Ollie. Yeah.
Who the fuck was Gary?
Who is monkey business?
Somebody will know in a second who that.
Donna Rice.
Donna Rice, right?
Donna Rice.
Donna Rice.
She was pretty hot.
That's right. I didn't like her because she had so many carbs. Yes.
Oh, now. But, like, look at those pictures. There he is. Donna Rice on his lap, and it's just, and that was before the internet.
Look at this idiot.
At
Gary
all.
Hart.
He's like, hi.
She has nice legs, all right.
Yeah. She was all right.
That's if I take it with a regular camera, they had to get that developed.
Oh, yeah. It had to go to the photo mat.
That's another thing is back then, in a moment, you couldn't snap a photo and have 50 copies
and
of
have it all over the place.
It was just a different world even 15 years ago with this type of stuff.
Yeah, I still find it strange that you could take a picture, tweet it, and within moments, give it 10, 15 minutes, there's a couple thousand people that have already seen the picture. That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
Still.
You look and you see like 5,000 people have checked it
Just
out.
like
10,000 people have checked it out.
But quickly.
Like, I just took this picture.
Yeah, within a day, it's 10,000 easy. In our world, you know, other celebrities, it goes a lot higher than that. But
amazing.
The press conference continues.
Do you have anything to say to Andrew Breitbart?
I'm deeply apologetic, first and foremost, to my wife, to the many people that put so much faith and confidence in me, that watched me make this terrible mistake. But everyone that I misled, everyone in the media, my staff, the people that I lied to about this, they all deserve an apology.
Hey, did I play the clip about him talking about resigning? Did I fuck that up?
The opening clip you play, I'm not resigning.
No, he said he's not resigning, yeah.
Did I play this one? Hold on. It's quick.
I came here to accept the full responsibility for what I've done.
Oh, yeah, that was when they were all
And he said,
battling.
I'm not resigning.
Okay. And then finally...
Question.
Yeah. Question, statement designed as question. Question, moralizing statement designed as question. Question. Genuine question, nosy question. Dirty tabloid question that really doesn't mean anything for the news. Question, exclamation point. Point, sir. Here, thank you, sir. Question, we got it. Fucking vultures.
And then finally, the press conference ends with this. This is Benji from the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking made me laugh.
Hilarious.
Big time.
They were inappropriate. They were part of consensual, exchanges of emails, and I don't want to violate the privacy of the women who were involved, but it was clearly a mistake and one that I deeply regret. Thank you.
Were you fully erect? What made you decide? Were you fully erect or were you Anthony Wiener taking any and all questions, taking full responsibility for having mistakenly published a picture of his penis on Twitter.
Why can't dopey news guy that now is,
interrupting it and stopping it?
The press conference ends and they go back to the studio. Dopey news guy can't have a laugh there like, holy crap, that's funny.
Why
not?
I saw one news guy with a little notebook, and he was writing when they panned around. That was laughing his ass off. All the news guys there were laughing.
Of course.
But, on camera, you got to be all nice.
All right. Wow.
Hilarious.
We're only getting started. When we get back, we'll do the transcript. Jimmy's going to play Anthony Wiener, and good old Eric. E-Rock is going to play Linda Weiss.
Wait, should I do
Lisa Weiss.
Ridiculous. Bulge in my shorts now. Want to see?
Oh, boy.
No, not good.
Oh, boy.
I'll work on it.
Work on it.
Florentine at 8 o'clock, and later on this morning, the great Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yes.
That's right.
Some say the greatest boxer of all time.
One of them. And I have many questions for him.
Question, boxing.
Did you ever get hurt by a punch?
You did. It's like our interview yesterday.
That's great.
With Don.
Yeah, with the Jimmy Youngster questions.
Do you like the fact that gloves are red? I'm going to get to the bottom of this guy.
Why are gloves red? Have they ever answered that question?
I don't know.
They just picked red out of nowhere?
See all the nasty blood on them, maybe.
I'm guessing because back when boxing started, and this is my guess, I don't know how long they've been using red gloves, but I'm guessing this way you could always see where the gloves are, and there's no other color
obviously.
that's red.
Why not go with fluorescent orange?
Probably didn't have that back then.
Yeah, and red is just such a powerful statement. Punch, and you don't want to see blood all over the gloves.
Yeah.
It'll be kind of morbid.
Yeah, maybe.
Troy is trying something new, so we'll play this going into break.
What, doing some good work while he's here?
When we get back, Anthony talked to Breitbart on the streets of Manhattan last night.
Yes.
Late last night. And we'll play those clips, and we'll do the transcript.
And we'll eat some treats during the break.
Oh, yeah, I want to explain the treats.
Yay!
After the break,
treats.
too. What?
Antonio!
Amy.